Okay, so you want to smell fresh and clean, but you're tired of smelling the same type of fragrances over and over again. I got you. I've put together a list of 10 fresh fragrances across a variety of different notes to help you decide which of these freshies are right for you. Starting with some fresh florals, we have Dausson by Diptyque. Now there is an eau de toilette and an eau de parfum. I would recommend you go for the eau de toilette because it's the freshest of the two, and you can tell by the color of the label, the eau de toilette has a white label. Now my bottle is a limited edition, which is why it's blue, but typically the Diptyque bottles come clear. Dausson is the queen of fresh yet creamy tuberose fragrances. White floral lovers, this perfume is going to be for you. Imagine burying your nose in a bouquet of white floral petals. It's dewy, a touch green, and very clean yet creamy smelling. A natural smelling yet easygoing tuberose scent, one of the best from Diptyque in my opinion. It's delicate, feminine, and perfect for spring and summer. Orange blossom fragrances are super trendy at the moment, so of course I had to share one with you, Néroli Bronzé by Wind. Now Wind is a skincare brand that recently launched a collection of fragrances inspired by Moroccan heritage, ingredients, and traditions. There are 6 eau de parfum, and Néroli Bronzé is my favorite. It's a tribute to orange blossom flowers that adorn the Menara Gardens. To me, it smells like the entirety of an orange. The zest, the juicy sweetness of the pulp, which then combine with the delicate scent of orange blossom petals. A luminous and energizing fragrance that's essentially sunshine in a bottle. Now I'm thrilled to be partnering with Wind to give you a 15% off discount code should you wish to try this perfume. All you need to do is apply the code JUSDEROSE15 at checkout on wind.com to get 15% off. If you're a fan of fresh citrus floral fragrances, I recommend you check this one out. Lodise by Issey Miyake. A dewy floral meets a glimmering aquatic freshness. Lodise is an all-star 90s freshie that never goes out of style. I want you to imagine that you're in a Japanese-style garden. Birds are chirping away in the nearby trees whilst you walk along the little pond filled with lotus flowers. A soft breeze, the gentle sound of water, that's what Lodise is about. It's a scent that you want to wear when it is hot and sticky outside, really humid. It's perfect for those kind of conditions. Overall, this perfume will delicately perfume your skin. Don't expect a fragrance to last forever. It is more on the softer side. I would say it's more of an eau de toilette style of perfume. Speaking of aquatics, you need to try Ego Stratus by Juliette Has A Gun. This perfume smells so good, and it's really long lasting. It contains notes of citruses, neroli, blueberry, musks, and marine notes. It's a cool, minimalistic type of scent, a modern take on the Cologne. Very fresh, juicy, almost like drinking a cold glass of water infused with fresh blueberries. Really cooling and refreshing. It's also a great office perfume. It's polished and professional, and it's also completely unisex, bang in the middle. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for a fresh fragrance that will last all day long, make sure you check out Ego Stratus. Onto the citruses, because this video would be incomplete without them. If you want to smell like you're sipping on the most delicious limoncello in the Amalfi Coast, Replica Under the Lemon Trees by Miso Margiela is where it's at. A citrus cocktail that is tangy, a touch leafy, and complemented with green tea and coriander. Because it's a citrus fragrance, it's not the most long-lasting on the planet, but it does a job. It will refresh you immediately. It's also another unisex fragrance, and I'd recommend you apply it straight out of the shower for that fresh and clean feeling, and you're good to go. Now pause the video right now and comment which citrus fragrance you think is next, because this is one that I've talked about a lot on my channel. It is, of course, Bohemian Lime by Goldfield and Banks. This is a sexy, long-lasting citrus freshie that smells amazing on a guy. You're welcome. With this fragrance, you're gonna be transported to a deserted island. There's no Wi-Fi whatsoever. You're chilling in a hamaka with a citrus ginger cocktail in hand. Life is wonderful. A few spritzes from this fragrance will bring you there immediately, but from the comfort of your own home. That being said, this is a staple in my suitcase and in my husband's suitcase when it comes to beach holidays. 10 out of 10, citrus freshie. This is chef's kiss. Okay, so the next fragrance has me in a chokehold. You don't understand. I want to bathe all summer long in this scent. It is Torino 21 from Zerzhov. And I smelled this perfume on two people, not knowing what they were wearing. I immediately complimented them, and just this freshie hits different. In the air, it is magnificent. Oh my goodness. Very clean and fresh, but with a minty herbal twist. It's complemented with rosemary, as well as thyme, basil, and lavender. Don't worry, you're not gonna smell like the herbs in your kitchen cabinet. The florals are gonna round everything off and make it really beautiful. This is a glorious fragrance. Unfortunately, not the longest lasting. That being said, there's citruses and aromatics, so you can't expect crazy longevity, but in the air, the projection is amazing. I will definitely be buying a full-size bottle, and I invite you to try this fragrance if you're looking for a twist on a freshie. Moving into the fresh, fruity scents with Moonlight in Heaven by Kilian. This is the greatest of all time when it comes to exotic, tropical, fruity scents. Imagine you're in a villa overlooking the sea, you're surrounded by lush green vegetation and eating the most yum mango coconut pudding. This is Moonlight in Heaven. It's another unisex fragrance. Personally, I think it leans a little bit masculine, and I must say, this smells amazing on my husband. It has a fresh out of the shower vibe, almost shampoo-like, and the coconut to mango association is so addictive. And the great news is that you'll be able to smell this fragrance all day long because it is a long-lasting freshie. Supermoon by Carner. If you're looking for an excellent, juicy, fruity fragrance, look no further. With notes of citrus, pomegranate, and cassis, this is hands down one of the best citrus fruity fragrances that I've ever smelt. Imagine you're sipping on a cold-pressed lemon to pomegranate juice by the swimming pool in the summertime, living your best life. This is what this perfume is about. And the great news is that it now comes in a 100 ml format, which is fantastic because I have been saving this 30 ml thinking that it might get discontinued, but now with the larger size, I can spritz away to my heart's content. That being said, these little bottles are really handy when it comes to traveling, and they also offer a more affordable price point. And finally, we have a tea fragrance with Nishane's Wulong Cha. This is one of the strongest and most long-lasting tea fragrances that I've come across. A juicy tea scent that opens with a burst of bergamot laced with orange, nutmeg, oolong tea, and musk. It's an easygoing scent, and in my opinion, not too complex. That being said, some people have come across a certain sharpness to it, so just be aware of that. Now, the great news is that Nishane are launching a new version of Wulong Cha. I've had the opportunity to try it whilst I was at Aix-en-Provence, and it definitely is softer. It doesn't have the sharpness, if you will, of the original, and it's amped up in some delicate florals. So watch this space. That's it for today. If you want more fresh fragrance recommendations, make sure you check this video out. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, spread the fragrant love.